Today you're going to be watching a video on grouping. Here are the steps that are going to help you to be able to factor by grouping. The first step is you're going to cut the problem in half. Second step is you find the GCF of each of those halves. Then you'll find your common factor and create it as one factor together. And lastly, you'll create the second factor with each of your halves of the GCF. Here's our first grouping example. First, I'm going to be cutting the problem in half, and then I'm going to start by finding my GCF. So the GCF of 10x squared plus 5x will be 5x. Inside my parentheses are going to be what I will multiply the GCF by to get my original back. So 5x times 2x will give us 10x squared, and then I'll have a plus 1, so I have 5x times 1 to get us 5x back. Now I'm going to be finding the GCF of the second half. This time it will be 2. Inside my parentheses I'll need a 2x because 2 times 2x is 4x, and a plus 1 because 2 times 1 is 2. If you notice here, 2x plus 1 is the common factor. 2x plus 1 will become your first factor. The second factor will become 5x plus 2. Notice that 5x plus 2 is your GCF in front of each of your common factors. The reason why this works out is because if you multiply 5x by 2x plus 1 and also multiply 2 by 2x plus 1, you'll end up with the same. Here's another example of grouping factoring. I'm going to cut the problem in half again, just like we did before, and I'm finding the GCF of x squared plus 3x, which will be an x. Okay, inside my parentheses, I will need an x plus 3. Okay, you can always check your work by distributing that back through to make sure you get the original. Now with our second half, the GCF will be 2, and inside my parentheses, I will have x plus 3. Our common factor for this problem is x plus 3. That will be our first factor. And the second factor will be your x plus 2. If you want to check your answer, you can FOIL the two factors together and make sure that you get back to the original problem. Okay, that's the end of our video.